した君を待った風が吹いた証拠昼下がりを抜け出す想像ねこれからどうなるんだろうね進め方教わらないんだよ君の目を見た何も言えず僕は歩いた
Yo, what's up, chat? Chat. My bad. I'm a bit late, but I'm here to cook. I am Gabber SS joining you here in the commentators booth. Just got off of a scrim and 7 hours of playing. I'm a bit late, but don't worry. I am well updated with what's going on right now. Behwall versus Dever right here, and it's the second map of the match. It's a hidden one soiree. This is the South Korean superstar, the D ranker in Behwall against one of the stronger mechanical players in the pool from Dever. Unfortunate breakpoint there on the DT3. But that just goes to show that all of the players here are there to cook. You can never be too safe on any pick whatsoever because everyone playing is an all-rounder here. So let's see if this HD1 will work out. So far, Dever's doing really solid here. Not too bad. I can't see the wall screen right now. Ben's just kind of throwing a bit. So, my bad if the commentary is a bit scuffed. I just got here. My voice is kind of dead. But, you know, this course putting up a good fight. And there you go. Now I can see what's going on. And Dever, he is putting up a good fight, but Behwall, meanwhile, not doing anything whatsoever. He's kind of struggling. Did not find the combo through that Chiai, and now Dever has a 600 combo to maybe trade breakpoints with Behwall off the bat. This would be a disaster for Behwall to lose. Dever already losing his first pick. A massive mistake for him, but it seems like that's not gonna matter because Behwall's gonna trade mistakes as well. Dever almost misreading that slider, but he will find the miss afterwards, so it doesn't really matter. But still, the damage done, and on a flow alt map that's consistently difficult as this, a deficit of 100k is going to be difficult to surmount, especially as the next Chiai is coming in here. The flow, it's just really brutal, very difficult to get a hold of, but Behwall, he's finding his way through. The worst accuracy going to make things a lot more difficult. So much 100s on that space stream, but nonetheless, he's still holding, he's still persisting. And with one more half, with Dever finding chain misses, this might go back if he continues to hold, but no, he misses on the star! And now, Dever, he secures the 80k lead. The combo is equalized, the accuracy in his favor. Dever, he's in a prime position to maybe steal this point. They both trade the chain misses here. That's not what Behwall wants, though. He needs to find a pop-off combo on this ending here, but the Dever, he's just finding everything. He's looking to shut him down in Behwall. He's just not able to find enough. Seems like another mistake here. They're gonna be trading breakpoints unless Behwall finds something in the last Chiai, one of the hardest parts of the map. Seems like it's gonna be 1-1. Dever popping off after a bit of a misplay on the DT3. Dever messing up that very linear stream, not looking good for him, but Behwall will trade. There's barely any map left. It is shrinking. The accuracy is so similar. A massive change from Dever, but Behwall trades. Even then, though, with the accuracies being as similar as they are, any single chain miss, any single act drop will shift it back to Behwall. It's going down to 25k. There's barely any map left. These streams are so difficult. Behwall is trading, however. He needs to hold. He needs to find something here, but there's barely any map. Dever finds one more set of misses, but Behwall, he's just finding too many mistakes, and that will seal the deal. HD1 will not go his way. Oh my god. That's a trade of breakpoints. Okay, looking at both of these players with the contrast of skill sets that they had, I really was expecting this to be a close match, but I did not expect an early double breakpoint off the bat. That's actually just ridiculous. And with that, Dever now in a prime position to get that lead. DT3 a bit of a disaster, but you know, he can run speed again. There's still that low mod 5, the DT2. Maybe it'll be a bit better for him. The options are there. I feel like, although both of them are all-rounders, they still have weaknesses. And I feel like those weaknesses are on the contrasting skill sets here. Dever particularly strong on the speed, but Behwall can play that as well. I'm kind of surprised he's not going for the hard rocks, but it seems like he just wants to go for the speed. He's confident on the tapping. Not surprisingly so, Dever probably one of, if not the strongest tapping players still in the bracket, but Behwall can definitely stand up to him when he needs to. You saw on the DT3. This one, however, a bit of a different piece all throughout. It's 240 BPM tapping mechanics. The aim and the flow on this very, very difficult. Coming in at 240 BPM, so relatively accessible here for both players, I'm expecting. It's on the same BPM as that DT3, but this one way more consistent, way more denser. It's 2.8k combo, and I feel like what's going to be the difference maker here is going to be that pop-off combo that you managed to get at the very start. If either one of these players manage to get an edge over the other at the very start, I feel like that's just going to decide the match. Dever, he's always been good on speed. I feel like he's just going to run the accuracy down, meaning Behwall, he's going to have to hold for a lot more longer than Dever is. Throughout his past couple of matches, Behwall hasn't been too consistent in terms of the tapping and the accuracy, but nonetheless, he's been able to keep up with the combo. He's been able to mash his way through and find significant difference makers here, and with Dever finding the first miss off the bat, he just needs to hold for a little bit longer and the difference maker will be there. The lead still nonetheless over to Dever's side because of that accuracy discrepancy, but if the wall continues to persist, it's gonna go back in, that's for sure. We have a lot of map left for us to watch here. It's only the first quarter. These streams, these jumps, man, they're so hard to get a hold of, and Dever, he's struggling immensely despite the tapping heavily in his favor. He's messing up on the aim portions, he's messing up on the triples, the flow a little bit, so Behwall, he's been being granted an opportunity to get another breakpoint here, but the more streamy sections, the flow sections coming in, a bit of 100s from the wall, but it's Dever to find a massive collapse. The 50s and 100s, that's going to equalize things a little bit, and the lead will head over to Behwall's side. But still, 90 to 96, it's not safe just yet. If Behwall finds that miss, Dever can definitely bring this back. He has so much in his favor. That accuracy lead is massive. It just grants him so much breathing room. But Behwall, he's just finding everything right now. But the miss is there. He messes up on the jump. Dever, now in the prime position, he can actually just bring this back right now. That's why the accuracy is so important on a speed map like this. It just grants you so much room to work with. They both find the miss here, but that's not what Behwall wants. He needs Dever to miss all by his own, and he needs to find that pop-off combo once again to secure that combo. Another slider break from Dever. It's gonna make it difficult to bring things back. A bit of a chain miss on that stream. Behwall being granted another opportunity once again, but still 14k. It is not safe at all, but he will hold through that PI. We're gonna get a bit of a more stacked section here. The 100 from the wall, incredibly brutal. It actually shifts it back to Dever's side, but the combo is all that matters. Dever missing on the 1/3. What is he doing? And Behwall, once again, in a similar situation to that first half, he's gonna have the combo to run things down, but the accuracy is just not helping him. He does not have the score to scale that lead off of, and with one more quarter, he needs to hold for as long as he can. He's messing up the 1/3, the 100s, the 50s. They're not helping him, but Dever, he's making so many mistakes here. He will hold that recovery, but if he finds another mistake, Behwall can actually just run this away. Behwall needs to hold for a little bit longer. There's one more quarter. The roughest streams of the map, the flowing. It's going to be incredibly tenuous here. The chain misses. If Dever finds any slip of the miss does come, and it's shifting over to Behwall's side. The 1k combo, that's doing a lot of damage right now. And with barely any map left, I feel like Dever, he's gonna let this slip away once again. Behwall will find the miss. Maybe the accuracy will do some damage here. It's 80 to 97. It's shifting back over to Dever's side. It's barely there. Dever, he's finding it. He can't find the chain miss now, but he's holding 290 and climbing. 4k and climbing. It seems like there's an opportunity for him to take his pick once and for all. The miss does come. Behwall is trying to hold, but it's not coming back. The accuracy, will it be enough? 4K, it's so small. Dever finds the miss. The slider break, but Behwall, it will just not be enough. The tapping too much. The accuracy too much. Dever, off the tip of his fingers, will just manage to secure it, man. Oh my god. Whew, my bad for the scuff commentating, man. I'm all by myself and I have no water. I'm gonna get some water real quick. Alright. I got a sip. I am so pooped. My voice is actually so bad, so I'm sorry about this. That you have to hear me yap, bro. But I'm just here to have fun. Behwall, Dever, the GOATs. I know these guys, pretty chill with them. And kind of sad to see both of them facing each other. Sad to see one of them go. But one must fall. Top 6 secured, but top 4 for whoever comes out of this as its victor. And Behwall looking to try and combat Dever on the gimmick. The Nomad 6 pick, it's going to be your overlap reading gimmick in lovely Ice Cream Princess Sweetie. I guess. Well, I mean, we will see it once the ref puts it on. Depressive, where are you? But yeah, if you're not familiar with this map, you really should be familiar with this because this map is actually just disgusting. Like, it is revolting. This map, that's what it is. Actually, just a disgusting map to really play, and you know, there's just I'm at a loss of words. I'm at a loss of words here. I really don't know what to say, man. This map is just disgusting. Like, if you've seen this before, it was pulled in the Osu World Cup 2024 iteration for semifinals, I believe. And, you know, top players, the top gimmick and reading players, you know, they struggled on this as well. The damn average score on this was around 400k, exceptions from, like, Secret Box, Speak Up Phone with 600, Pez, the only FC. So, these two players, let's see if they can stand up to that. Let's see if they can make some magic happen. I'm gonna be doubtful because this one is just incredibly brutal. Unless you have studied this to an extensive degree, you're just going to be finding so much struggles because the overlaps are just impossible to get a hold of if you're not a bona fide reading player and if you've not done the homework on this map. You can already see the struggles on the board, the accuracy a little bit lower, I guess, especially on Behwall's side. Dever is actually, you know, doing a lot better than I expected on this. It's Behwall to find the first couple of misses on this beginning, but it doesn't really matter. It's 242 BPM, and it's 4 minutes, incredibly dense with its structural alt patterns here. So a lot of room for mistakes here, and a lot of room for comebacks. Dever finds the miss, but Behwall collapses on those back and forths. But still the first Kiai, fine. He just needs to hold for a little bit longer and wait for Dever to make the mistake, but you see that lead. It's actually really surprising to see this. Dever is holding really comfortably here. The accuracy heavily in his favor. I'm very surprised to see this. I thought Behwall would be way more comfortable on the reading, but Dever is answering back here with an insane performance. He will struggle a bit. He will mess up on those back and forths, but it's clear as day. It's 91 versus 95. And once again, just like the previous maps, it seems like Dever's accuracy, his consistency, is just not disappearing one bit, even on the overlap reading, even on the dense gimmick here. Behwall once again left to fight back with so much more to build this back, but he's on the accuracy and the combo deficit, which is not what you want to see here. They both hit those very awkward triangles here. We're going to the second half. There's so much room to cover here, but there's only so much map left. Dever finding that missed here, but Behwall will trade it out, and it just shifts the lead ever so more into Dever's favor. Behwall is just unable to find anything at all, and Dever is just looking so consistent the man here, he's put on his reading glasses and he is just deciphering everything here. Look at him go, hitting those back and forth, even with the 100s in play. He's hitting everything. Behwall is trying his best to keep up, but he's just unable to hold for as long, for any longer than Dever is right now. The guitar solo is coming in. These back and forths get so much more rougher here. Dever will find the first miss. Behwall, maybe he can bring it back right here in this moment. More misses from Dever, but it's not even shifting. The accuracy is just doing so much damage. It's staying still at 37k. And as Behwall finds that slider break, Dever, because of his consistency, because of his accuracy, man, because of how just comfortable he is with everything that this map throws at him, he's just maintaining the lead at a steady 40-50k. And with one more quarter, with Behwall continuing to just unable to find anything that this map throws at him, to just get lost in the maze that this map has to offer, Dever will come out of this Nomad 6 alive, still standing, still fighting with the 70k lead intact. Behwall just has nothing to fight back with as they continue to trade those misses with no combo from either side. Dever, the only one to find the path to victory, the only one to come out of this labyrinth alive. Behwall will be left in the dust, and that is another breakpoint thrown at Dever's side for him to come out of this first 4 maps with a very, very nice lead before the second ban phase. He will kind of cursor dance a bit, but he's done enough damage. He has secured Nomad 6 in a very, very solid fashion. 94 and still going strong, baby. Goddamn. I did not expect a Nomad 6 win from Dever here. But that just goes to show that you're never gonna be safe at all on anything you pick. And Dever's just proving that, man. Wow. Actually just whew, actually just showing up in a way that I didn't really expect. His accuracy is just looking really fine right now. Behwall, with the skill ceiling being as high as it is right now, it's getting harder and harder for him to keep up. His accuracy is just way more behind than his opponents here, and that's just the deciding factor between between these maps, pretty much. And that just means he just has to do so much more in order to be able to secure these points. It's gonna be the next ban phase. Dever, I'm expecting him to get rid of one of those reading intensive maps, maybe HD2 or maybe even HD4. Behwall, meanwhile, I don't know if he's gonna get rid of the speed. I feel like that's been a really contested skill set. I'm more so expecting him to get rid of the HR4 or the HR3. If I remember correctly, Ruyaya kind of abused Behwall on the finger control a little bit, so I'm expecting him to get rid of HR4. And HD2 will be banned by Dever there, so kind of expected. Although he did look really good on that Nomad 6. Hidden is a different beast entirely. You don't want to face against Behwall on the Hidden because that is just his domain here. It's kind of scary despite Dever managing to win out that Hidden one. Still, you might as well get rid of what your opponent is comfortable with, and that's gonna be the Hiddens. Behwall, meanwhile, he's gonna get rid of the Nomad 2, the flow aim. Kind of interested. Seems like maybe he's not too comfortable on that. Dever kind of struggled a bit on the flow aim of that Nomad 5, but so I was kind of expecting Nomad 2 to stay in as a more so contested pick, but it seems like Behwall's just not comfortable on that at all. The flow aim being too much. He's gonna keep HR4, and now Dever, to consolidate that breakpoint, he has to run with something he's comfortable with, and considering the 2 picks he's gone for so far, it's probably just gonna be DT2. Maybe HR4 if he's looking to abuse the HR finger control against Behwall. I feel like Behwall not too comfortable on the HRs, especially at this point. So that's still another option here. But Dever, you look at him, you know what he's gonna go for. It's probably gonna be just DT2. He is rolling, so maybe he's being a bit conflicted, and well, yeah, conflicted he is. He's gonna go for the DT1 instead. Well, I'm kind of surprised. This is a lot more dangerous, I would say, than the DT2 because of it being aim focused. There is the triple spam in play. There is a lot of those bursts that can, tank the wall's accuracy a little bit, but that aim could mess Dever up. You saw the miss that he was getting on the Nomad 5, messing up on those jumps a little bit. So I feel like this is a bit of a dangerous spot to kind of go for. I feel like DT2 was a bit of a safer one, but he's just confident with what he wants to play, and that's gonna be the DT1. Let's hope it goes for the best. We've seen for the best for him. We've seen a bunch of breakpoints back and forth between these two. Dever, can he consolidate the breakpoint and gain a very substantial lead against Behwall and push himself one step closer to top 4? You look at these jumps, they're so dangerous here. The 1-2s, this map very, very farmy, very, very standard, very easy, I'm gonna be honest. Considering its SR coming in at around 7.83, it's very, very comfortable here. You see the accuracy endeavor proving that point without a doubt. And Behwall, he's not struggling that much. He is on accuracy deficit still, but it's by 2%, which is not really that sizable. So you can tell that this map, one of the more comfortable, one of the more accessible spots of the pool. But that just makes it even more dangerous because you never know who's gonna come out of it as it's Victor. Dever finds the first miss, and that is a massive mistake already. This is his pick, by the way, and that just goes to show you can never really be too sure when it's aim, but the wall takes it out as well. So Dever, still in the running, still has a chance to secure this. This Chiai, it's so brutal, but Dever will hold the larger combo as he holds through those jumps. There's still the burst and the slider 1-2s here, but he will still hold, and he has a little bit of an advantage going into this next slower section. Let me just drink a little bit of water as both of them, get their combos a bit higher here before the next Chiai. God, it's 12 a.m. and I should not be doing this, but man, I love these two so much. And I just gotta be here for this match. Behwall, Dever, tooth and nail, the 1-2s, they're back. They're getting harder and harder. These jumps, the dip spike, will both of them come out with their combo still intact. The burst, they hit all of it. Behwall, he has to fight back. He needs to hold his combo and wait for Dever to miss. His fate lies in Dever's hands if the mistake comes through, but Behwall finds the slider break, and Dever with the 700 combo going into the slower section. There's a little bit of a build-up coming in here, though it's not safe just yet, but Behwall finds another miss. Dever, the score scaling going to be so strong on the DTs. He's running it down, hitting everything, and with the lead going past the 6-digit mark, with there being one more quarter, unless Dever misses right now and finds a collapse, and unless Behwall FCs the rest of the map, I feel like we're gonna be seeing a 1-4 scoreline here. Dever is finding everything here. The 1-2s, the jumps, he messes up the slider, but is there even going to be enough time? Behwall, he has to FC everything and hold perfect accuracy if he wants any opportunity to win this match, but there's barely anything left. The chorus is reaching its crescendo here. There's barely anything left. Dever will find another miss, but Behwall, he will trade the final nail in the coffin. That will secure Dever's consolidation of that breakpoint. He will push this match to 1-4, 590k and strong. Dever showing his prominence on the DTs. DT3 a bit of a mishap, but DT1 will not be the same. 1-4. Behwall now in a bit of tight spot. Unfortunate for him. And now, well, he just has nothing else to do but, fight back with a statement of his own, shift the momentum back over to his side, and stop Dever's stop Dever's run pretty much. Because if I remember correctly, he is currently on a 3-map win streak on 4-map win streak on 2 of Behwall's picks as well. If he loses this next pick, this is gonna be a bit of a disaster. And you know, he has his options. He can go for the tech. He can go for the last two hiddens. Although that hidden one incredibly contested. A map that I feel like Behwall is going to be looking very, very good at is that hidden 4. I feel like he's very, very strong on the hidden mechanics, on the flow aim especially. I don't know if Dever can handle streams on hidden that well, but Foxino's inhaler amplification, it's a solid choice for the ball to go for, but no, he's going for the Nomad 1. He's just gonna run it down on aim. I feel like that's kind of telling us something about Behwall's situation right here. That doesn't really spell anything good for him right now. Nomad 1 this early, we're only 6 maps in, and already going for this. Considering Behwall, he is strong on aim, but he's not considerably that much stronger against Dever on aim. So I feel like this is just Behwall going for something a bit gambly, hoping that Dever makes more mistakes than he does. And yes, I did pronounce that HD4 title, bro. Like, come on. I googled it up. When that map was in the winner circle pool, I was like, I had to like pronounce this just so I could flex it to my friends, and there you go. It's not that hard. Like it really is not that hard. It's not as hard as like that one Welsh city. I just could not with that name, bro. Fox now Sinel amplification, bro. Like, what do you mean? But yeah, Nomad 1, to see it this early, it's kind of scary. Behwall, it seems like he's running out of options. He's not too confident with what's left. So let's just hope that he manages to win this out, because this would spell a disaster if he messes this pick up. He messes up the beginning, the diff spike at the start, but it is a 5-minute Nomad 1. Incredibly consistent in the jump and burst mechanics here. The spacing of these jumps gets so brutal. It's at 188 BPM. You're never going to be finding any sort of security on these patterns, and you can see that right now with Dever messing up that burst. You can just find mistakes on practically any single section that this map has to offer, and that's why these pop-off scores, these massive combos can do so much damage, because you're just never gonna expect any sort of massive combo from either of these players. It's only 300 from the wall. If he can scale that farther, if he can hold and persist, that might potentially secure it, considering he does have the accuracy lead for, I think that's the first time we've seen so far in this match. That's a really, really good situation to be in for Behwall, but there's a diff spike coming in. He has to hold through the Ski. He needs to continue to hit all of these jumps, the massive triangles, both of them going through with their combos intact. And now we're in a bit of a tight spot here. The wall will keep that lead on his side, but Dever is fast in pursuit, waiting to steal it back if the wall makes a mistake. We're gonna get a bit of filler here, but it immediately goes back to the massive jumps. As soon as I mention it, you're just never gonna be too safe. We're going to the second half. There's so much map left for us to cover, and that just means the wall has to hold for so much more. Dever finds the miss though. That is his ticket. That is the wall's opportunity to run away here. He is holding on the 1-2s. He's hitting the space stream. But there's still the next Ki left. It's not confirmed. But with 800 combo and standing, with Dever having nothing to fight back with, I feel like this is the prime position for Behwall to finally take that second point in the match. Dever, a disastrous mistake there. Behwall will shake on the slower jumps though. But Dever, he'll trade. The 70k lead will stay in Behwall's side. And on a Nomad 1 that's as dense as this, that is not a situation you want to be in. You need to have a combo to fight back with as soon as your opponent makes a mistake. But Dever, he will continue to trade with Behwall going into this guitar solo part. There's one more trades. The squares, the jumps are getting a bit larger. but I believe it is the 1/3 soon to come. It's very, very dangerous. Not actually, there's no 1/3. Never mind. I'm tripping a bit. Seems like I'm remembering the wrong map set. These streams incredibly dangerous in the spacing, but both of them are holding. Dever needs a miss from Behwall to come soon. He needs him to collapse on these streams right here, right now, but it is him to find the chain miss, and Behwall will only find a singular miss to trade it out, extending the lead to 86k. They both know what's going on right now. They both see the situation at hand, and Dever, he knows that he has thrown this map away. He knows that he has thrown that 4-map win streak away. The momentum all over on his side, but it seems like it's going to shatter at the hands of this AIM Nomad 1. You can just never be too sure on a map as volatile as this, on a skill set as dangerous as the AIM. And Behwall, not having much options, he's gonna go for this in desperation, but he will find it in himself to secure it and keep himself in the running and bringing this match back. And as Dever finds that miss over there in this Chiai, and with Behwall holding, that is just going to secure it. There's barely any song left. That 90k is just sitting comfortably in Behwall's side, extending even, slowly going towards 100k. And as Dever messes up those triples, it will indeed go past the 6-digit mark. Deep resonance will go to Behwall, giving him a bit of a chance of bringing this match back. Oof. God, my throat is just dying. My throat is just dying, man. Maybe I should chill a bit. Oh well. We're just having a bit of fun. A bit of funsies, you know. And yep, that's the Nomad 1. Considering Behwall went for that so early, it seems like he's not confident unlike the other maps left in the pool, so kinda worried to see what other picks he would go for. I'm still thinking he'll still be very strong on the hidden, so it'll be an option for him to go for eventually. Dever, meanwhile, plenty of options considering that he was able to contest that HD1, and just how, considering that he's just that dominant on the DTs, he will without a doubt go for the DT2 high BPM speed consistency flow map in Handsome's Ice Angel. This map, very, very long. It's a marathon for, it's a marathon. You don't really expect DT maps to be this long, coming in at almost 4 minutes, so a lot of map left for us to cover, a lot of consistency, which I'm gonna be honest, it's not gonna be in Behwall's favor. Struggling on the accuracy, on the tapping. He can combo game, he can hold, but the cards are just not in his favor. He needs to find it in himself to just be more consistent on these BPMs, on the more tapping intensive maps. But Dever, his skill ceiling is just so high on this tapping maps that it's just so hard to do that. So Behwall is gonna have to find a very substantial combo if he wants to get a big point on this. If he loses this point, Dever will go into 2-5. Oh, Dever has disappeared from the lobby. What's up, Behwall? Nice to see you with the smoke here. And yeah, I think that's an abort. Unfortunate. And what's happening right now? Is it restarting? Alright, yeah, it's restarting a bit. There you go. Now we're gonna get into Ice Angel. Ice Angel. Absolute banger of a map set. Banger of a diff here. This map, I first saw this when Envy, or whoever it was, originally planned to have this map in for 7.5 SR in the Winner's Circle Grand Final, so 2024. And now we're seeing it here in Calvotational 2 as the DT2 slot. The high BPM speed consistency. You need to be able to hold on these bursts, not mess up at all. The bursts aren't back-to-back, so there's a lot of, room for you to kind of reset your tapping. It's not too intensive on the tapping or finger control here. So I feel like it's a very accessible speed map for both of these players to play. You can see with how both of them are holding, but once the misses start coming in, Dever on the floor messing up that miss, an absolute disaster. That just provides Behwall a bit of a chance to bring this back, and that's the lead secured after hitting that burst of spike. There's still a couple of 250 bursts still here. Needs to hold on the flow aim. The lengths aren't too long here, so Behwall can absolutely just run this away, especially as Dever messes up the pattern. It seems like the consistency just not in Dever's favor. Although he has the tapping, he just cannot find it in himself to hold any sorts of combo. He messes up on the flow jumps, but Behwall misses the last note. But the damage is done. Dever misses at practically the same time, and they're just going into the second half with nothing to fight. It is a complete reset, with Behwall having the 60k advantage. It's a slow section for the nerves to build up here. Behwall, he has the opportunity to shut Dever down, to destroy his kingdom of speed, to make it crumble to the ground. He upset DT3. Can he do the same on DT2? It is an opportunity. It is a possibility that looks to be very bright for Behwall. The bursts, the lengths, they're not too difficult. They're not too long. The speed here, it's not too rough. But the flow, it will catch Behwall off guard. That's what counts. That's the consistency there. And Dever finally finds his footing. He needs to hold for a little bit longer though to get that lead back, because the accuracy deficit is not too large. But the flow, it's getting so much harder and harder here. The diff spike is soon to come. He will find the slider break on that stream, and that lead is going to be sitting slightly over to Behwall's favor here as he has the 300 combo. But the hardest part of the map is yet to come. It is soon coming. It is here. Ice Angel in its purest form. Never mind, I'm actually just flying here. I do not remember this map. It's just a couple of finger control. It will catch Dever off guard nonetheless though. It will lose him that combo, but Behwall will trade it out. But Dever, he just has nothing to fight back with this last quarter of the map. He's just left with sticks and stones. Just completely nothing. Pure scrap here. And with Behwall maintaining the lead by just 30k, as long as he holds that accuracy, I don't know if it's going to shift to Dever's side soon enough. It is going back slowly but surely. There's barely any map left. But as it's soon to slow down, I feel like it's just not going to be enough for Dever to bring it back. 100s are going to be coming in from Behwall, one way or another, but it's 22k. That's a massive slider break, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. It's going back, but it's only 17k to the side of Behwall, and that's just going to be enough. This is one of the few maps that's been there since, like, you made the polling sheet, bro. It's a banger, man. Unfortunate for Dever, but that's the breakpoint that Behwall absolutely needs to bring this back, and now he just has to win his own point in order to equalize this match. Another upset on the DT speed. Unfortunate for Dever, just could not hold it out on the consistency, on the flow of those bursts. And now Behwall, he has some options. Considering him at for no 1-1, he might not be too confident, but on paper, I think he would be very, very strong on the HD4. HD3 as well, the swing alt. It is difficult here, and I feel like he would struggle a lot on the accuracy. But on paper, he has a lot of opportunity. He has a lot of potential for combo gaming that. And, you know, considering the Dever potentially being a little bit weak on HD compared to his other skill sets, I feel like it would be good for him to go for it. But no, Behwall is actually going to go for No Mod 3. It's going to be your flow snap aim control alt in Watashi nite inai Kanojo, the Mirage map set. So very interesting to see this. Alt, I feel like because of all of these players being all rounders, I feel like alt is just another one of those very contestable skill sets here that you're just never going to be sure of. There's just everyone can play Nomad 3. There's just little room for error here. You mess up your opponent, whoever it is probably just going to steal it off of your hand. So the wall, it seems like he's feeling the nomads right now. A bit comfortable in terms of acting. You saw how that nomad one was, so maybe he's just banking off of that, looking to maybe run away on the non-modded picks here and shut Dever down. Dever can still play this. His aim control is really strong considering just how strong he is on those DT1 sorts of maps. Of course, this is a different sort of aim control than the DT1s. It's going to be some fast, high-paced mapping, that's for sure. But a lot of mix of flow and inconsistent spacings here. A lot of back and forths, a lot of very weird angles here. But nonetheless, Dever's still in the running for this, still very strong on this. He's keeping up here, but the wall, very strong accuracy here. Dever will find a bit of a slip up on those wiggles, and now the wall, Dever kind of messes up those wiggles, and now the wall has an opportunity to just run this down. 400 combo and climbing. It's the first Chiai here. He is holding on the sliders, on the swing doubles here. He's hitting all of those inconsistent bursts. Finally, a bit of a miss there. But Dever will trade it up on the slider because I was about to say that was an opportunity for him to bring it back. He cannot find it. And it seems like the wall will be able to hold on to that lead a little bit longer, especially as both of them trade misses. That chain miss on that stream not helping him. It might actually just swing it back over to Dever's side. But, you know, you can never be too sure. The mistakes can come without a doubt. It's a little bit of a more comfortable section here for both of these players to hit. These wiggles very easy once you have the aim control, the snap down. It's going to be the flow and the mix of weird angles that's going to be getting both of these players, I think. And that's just what we're gonna see going into this next Chiai. It's the wall to find a bit of a slip up on those doubles, but Dever will trade on the flow aim. You can just see how volatile this map is, but the chain misses on the wall, granting Dever a little bit of a secure lead there. That shifted so heavily into Dever's favor. 20k, he's hitting all of these unorthodox streams, and the wall unable to just keep up. Dever will find a miss right as that Chiai ends. But as the wall finds this unfortunate slider break here, as soon as he is granted the chance to kill Dever, he just loses his fitting at the last second. He chain misses that entire stream. That is just gonna secure it. Dever going to find another breakpoint as soon as the wall steals that DT2. It seems like Dever will answer back by stealing Nomad 3 out of the wall's fingertips. And both of them trading misses. A massive chain miss from Dever actually makes this a little bit of a doable ordeal for the wall here, as there's a little bit of map left. But as he just does not tap that swing double properly, as he loses that combo going into the ending of this map, unless Dever finds a chain miss, which the wall is going to unfortunately find for him. I feel like this is just confirmed for Dever. This is going to be the break point, gaining Dever that 5th and ever so instrumental point going into the middle sections of this match. Man, the wall's just not looking too hot. That's actually just rough here. The chain misses were just so brutal. And accuracy as well. It was looking good at the start, but he just lost it. And now, Dever in the prime position. to push himself to match point. He just has to make the right decision, and options are there. He can run it down on the DT4 or go for the hard rocks once and for all. Uh, I feel like HR4 very very strong pick for him to go for. It's a solid option. The finger control, just abuse it against the wall. The thing is though, it is on the precision. It is on the 6.5, which is what Dever, which is a bit of a dangerous skill set. So I don't know. He is gonna go for it. Well, what he is still gonna go for it. So yeah, the wall. He banned HR2. Not looking too good on precision. This one is a little bit more accessible on the CS 6.5, but it's very finger control and aim control focused, which is I feel like something that the wall is a little bit weaker on. Ruyaya, if I remember correctly, during his previous winner semis match, that was a skill set that he was abused on by a wide margin. And Dever, I feel like the accuracy game is going to be even more stronger than what we were seeing earlier on in the previous maps. It's going to be KTG's Thirst Breathe. I believe this is the top diff, and this being CS 6.5, 2 minutes, you're not going to be left with any room to breathe whatsoever. You have to find that combo, and you have to find the consistent accuracy, or else you're just gonna collapse. You're gonna get absolutely destroyed by the insane aim control patterns that this map just has to offer. Don't worry, I'm drinking. I'm absolutely drinking, bro, because my throat is just dead. But yeah, let's hope that the wall's run isn't that dead just yet, though. Because right now, it's looking a bit grim. Kind of rough. He has to do a lot to bring this back. Dever will find the first miss, messing up on those beginning bursts. But there's still a lot left to cover. Actually, Dever to mess up on the flow aim control that this one has to offer. And although Behwall does have that massive accuracy deficit, he is holding the combo game here, and they will see that without a doubt on that short break section. Dever knows that he is still in the running because of that accuracy. He just has to hold, and with Behwall messing up with him cursor dancing, he knows how disastrous that was. He knows that he needs to answer the call here. He knows that he has to step up to the table, but he is just unable to find the pop-off combo to get that lead back. 93 act and still standing strong from Dever. He has recovered from the skirmish at the beginning, and with more struggles from the wall going into this Kiai into the Kiai section. I feel like 104k and extending for Dever. This might just be a solid decisive win for him to take. Finally, a non-contested pick word that we're seeing in this match. I feel like it's been back and forth on the last couple of maps that we've seen, with the exception of maybe No Mod 6, which was a bit one-sided because of Dever's accuracy here. But we will see a repeat of that in this HR4 as Dever is continuing to hit everything with a 93 act, still holding the A rank. Finally the miss, messing up the linear jumps. But even then, an insane pop-off. That's what we're talking about here. That's what we were looking to see from one of these players. The pop-off combo to just secure the point. The wall will hold for as long as it can, but there's barely any map left. You're just given no room to breathe. And as the final 1/3 come in, 100k secured to Dever's side, and the wall with nothing to fight back with no room to bring it back. It will go down to 90k, but it will still be Dever's match point secured. An A rank on HR4, an absolutely insane performance from him. And Behwall, he has to win his pick Dever's next pick and his last pick if he wants any opportunity of bringing it to tiebreaker. Tengaku, which I'm gonna be honest, might be a little bit in Bewall's favor considering how well he did on that Nomad one. Dever kind of messing up on the aim a little bit. So I feel like if he does push it to tiebreaker, he does have a good chance to make an upset, to make a comeback happen. But the road is just so difficult. It's just damn hard to find anything at all with the momentum so heavily on Dever's side. But, you know, you just have to keep the vibes together. And it's going to be Kabocha feat Aitsuki Nakuru, Dear the Night I Loved. Flake's Tragic Love Extravaganza, baby. Another banger here here in this match. This map. It's just so good, man. If I remember correctly, this song was made as a custom for the Mania World Cup of last year, and then it had its own custom map for last year's Osu World Cup in the finals. It was hold for a Nomad 3, I believe. It actually it was a Nomad 3. Yeah, they had two alt maps in Rat Park, and this was the swing alt pick, which a lot of the players in OWC managed to play very comfortably. So we thought maybe it was a bit too easy for 7.8. Let's put it in 7.6 with Hidden and Behwall. I think he's side beating this, which is not a good look to have considering it's 300 BPM swing alt. Dever, I think he does know this. He's saying it's a bit weird, and it is very unorthodox, very uncomfortable because of how fast these patterns can get, man. And so, Behwall, it's gonna have to be on this map to spark the comeback, to make something happen, to bring things back. This map, plenty of players in the Osu World Cup managed to get very good scores on this map specifically. But on Hidden, it changes the narrative entirely. This map is so brutal. You're gonna find a lot of missteps because of how fast the swing is, because of how dangerous the sliders and the pacing of the velocity is, you know. It's so difficult to grasp any sort of combo. But if any player can do it, it is the Hidden all-rounder in Behwall. This is his mod. He just has to find it in him to run it back and take his own point on this map. A bit shaky on the start for both players actually, as this is just a prelude of what's to come. This map very dangerous on the double spam, but they are gonna find their footing. Behwall on the first miss, however, but there's 3 minutes left to cover. Dever can kind of run away a bit. Behwall is struggling so much. This cycle might be a little bit of a massive mistake here. He's slider breaking. He's unable to find the doubles at all, and it's actually Dever on the better accuracy, just like on soiree, just like on HD1. And it seems like Behwall is just not that much solid. It seems like his kingdom in the HDs is not as formidable as we thought. Dever is looking to just destroy the fortress that he has solidified, the reputation that he has made on the Hiddens. He will find a miss, so Behwall still in the running, but damage has been done. There is the second third to come, and he has the 340 combo to work with. We're gonna get a bit of a slow part here. There's a lot of room for Behwall to bring it back. It is a little bit of an easier section here. He just has to bring that accuracy back, but he keeps finding those 100s. It is not helping his endeavor one bit. Dever still holding on to the 92 accuracy, going into A rank actually, and with the recovery as well, he's keeping that lead for as long as he can. But his fate rests on the hands of Behwall here. Behwall, he can bring it back. He can find it in him to make something happen here. But the next Ki is soon to come. These sliders, the doubles, they do not get any easier. This is it. This is where it all counts. He misreads. He messes up that slider. And now it does shift for a little bit of a moment there. But Dever, he has the combo to back it back. He did have that initial miss earlier, but he still has the advantage. He needs to miss one more time for Behwall to have another shot. But there's one more Chiai left, and they both see the scores. The lead so small. The room for error so tiny. Dever, he can put an end to things right here. He just has to hold the side read not in Behwall's favor. He's messing up these swing alt patterns. He's just unable to tap them properly, to act them properly. And Dever's just finding so much here. But can he find the finishing blow to end Behwall's run in the Kalbotational, to shave his hair clean, to put an end to his run in the loser's bracket? Behwall, as soon as he was sent down to the trenches, it seems like he will just be done for. He will be slain and sent out of the bracket entirely, as Dever looking to take him down, looking to pop off on the Heaveans, showing that he can play whatever, even if it isn't speed. He will run a 390k and take Behwall down on HD3, winning the match 7-3. That is the performance from Dever. Solid as titanium, did not let up whatsoever. His accuracy so damn strong. And Behwall, as much as I love the guy, he just could not fight. He just could not find enough to just take Dever down on his own picks. And that's going to end this run. Top 6, still proving himself to be one of the strongest players in the 4-digit scene. And at a rank of 6k, the performance that he put up, nothing to be too disappointed with. But Dever, meanwhile, it seems like he is on a blaze of glory, looking to make something happen as he secures top 4. And now just one roadblock keeps him from defending his hair pretty much in the losers bracket. Dever, he's been down here since quarters, and now he just has to wait for his next opponent in the American superstar in Hydro, or the German monster in Stella. That's gonna be a banger of a match here, and that's gonna be a difficult one for Dever to try and win. But nonetheless, he's made it this far. He's just gonna have to make it work. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been me, Gabber SS. A GG well played to both players. A banger of a match. But we still have a couple of matches left to go here. For today, we have 18 UTC, the aforementioned lower bracket match between Hydro and Stella. So take a moment to stop by and watch that later on. It is going to be an 18 UTC. I believe that's in around an hour and 17 minutes. Another banger. So yeah, Kalbotational, these players in prime form, looking to take each other down, to cement themselves as one of the best and strongest players of the scene, to keep their hair in this bracket. Let's see who manages to come out still with their hair intact. It's been me, Gabber SS. I'll see you guys next time. Losers finals still ongoing, and one more match ahead of us later on.